Good morning, everybody. First of all, make me sure that am I visible and audible to everybody? Okay, all right. We'll start after 5 minutes because now here the students are joining. So we'll start after 5 minutes. Let them join first. Okay, so I hope that you all have come, and those who are not coming, they are coming. So first of all, student, please take out your book, page number 12. Okay, so here you can see that in the last class we had Act 1, Scene 1, in which we have completed line 1 to 40. So the opening scene of this play room, this play Merchant of Venice, that is written by William Shakespeare. I hope that the last class, those who have not seen, you can see the first class so that you can get all the explanation given by your teacher. Okay, so students, in opening scene, the line that we had finished, in which we found that that was the opening scene that represents what the situation on which the story is based. Okay, here we had introduced the characters. The first is Antonio. He's a merchant. On him only the title of the play was kept by Shakespeare. And then after two more characters we found. First is Celerino and another one was Selenio. So these two characters were the friend of Antonio. And we in the opening scene, in the very first speech of Antony, we found that he is sad. What is the reason of his sadness? That is not unknown to anybody. So his friend Celerino and Serenio, what they were doing, they just wanted to give a number of reason for his sadness. Okay, and they just try to bring him out from his sadness. So that is why number of reasons we studied yesterday on the last class. As he told that your mind is always there, why? Because you have a large merchandise. Okay, and if I have a merchandise like you, so I could think whatever objects near me surrounded me, I could I means I could see the object, and then after it reminded me about my merchandise, my great venture. Okay, and Celerino also says that why you are sad because of your business. Because if I had such types of business, I just starting plucking the grasses, and after so that I could find the direction of the wind, so in which direction my shift would be going on. Okay, then after again Celerino says that if I would have such types of business, I must see. I must not go to the church, because when I go to the church, I found that Ephesus, okay, that building is made of stone, and that stone made me reminded all the things that is based on my business. So these things that we have already studied. Now we will have the next class, means the today's class on 23 page number. Everybody, please open page number 23 and make me sure that all of you have taken out your book and page number 23 so that we can begin the class. Okay, all right. So till here, the last line says that to think on this, shall I lack the thought that such a thing vengeance would make me sad. So the last line, that was the large speech of Celerino. So he was telling that if I had such type of thought, so I would not means become sad every time like you. Okay, I should not going to think every time like you. But why you are this? So on the response of all these questions, and then after what they were guessing, so on the response of all these things, here Antonio is going to say something. Okay, here what he is going to say we will see, and then after we find a characteristics of a great merchant shown by Shakespeare. Okay, How Shakespeare has presented Antonio. He has presented Antonio. We will see in the response of in the speech of Antonio who is given here. So he says that now we are in the text. Please follow the text. Believe me, no. I thank more fortune for it. My ventures are not as one bottom trusted, nor to one place, nor is my whole state. Upon the fortune of this present year, therefore my merchandise makes me not sad. So see that how cunning the answer he is giving to both of his friend. He's saying that believe me, no. He's giving response to both of his friends that no, I am not sad. I am thankful for my fortune. I'm not sad for my business. Even I am thankful for my faith, for my fortune. Okay, fortune is what? The wealth that I got by my labor and by God and also my faith. I'm somewhere lucky to have such types of faith, fortune. Okay, because I have such a large merchandise, so I'm not going to sad for this. Okay, my ventures are not in one bottom trusted. Why I'm not sad for my business? You know why? Because my ventures are not in one bottom trusted. Bottom means ship. He is referring to his the ship. So he's saying that I have not means my business is not depending on only one ship. Okay, only one ship. It is not dependent in any one ship. So that if any one ship is going to be destroyed, so all my business will destroy. No, so I'm not going to depend on my one ship. Okay, nor to one place, nor is my whole state. Again, he's saying not only one place, but also not only one ship, but also a place. And also like the same, I could not going to spend all my business, all my goods, all my valuable things to a particular place, because suppose as you both have given a number of reason to make me out from there, so that would be that, so what would be the condition? So if in one place some misfortune would happen, so if any one of my ship that will be damaged or destroyed by any natural disasters, so that is why that could not make me a less fortunate people. So that is why I'm not sad for this thing. Only one ship, only one place I'm not depending for. Even my all my merchandise is just staged all over the world. It is not to confirm that in one time all over the world could be affected by natural disasters. Okay. Upon the fortune of this present year, therefore my merchandise makes me not sad. Then after he's saying that, upon the fortune of this present year. Okay, then again he is explaining that suppose this present time, this present year, present, suppose this present time something happened with me. Then after I have much more thing for my fortune. Okay, then after I have much more thing. Uh, then after I have much more thing to have my business and that it goes in a proper way, so that I could not have a sadness of my business. Clear? Okay, after explanation of one or two page or the speeches, I will take the students, so no need of raising your hand in between. Prachi Tiwari, let me explain first, then after we'll discuss. Okay, then after is saying so I am not therefore for my merchandise, my merchandise does not make me sad. So very good statement was given by Anthony, you can see. So with the help of this statement, Shakespeare just wanted to tell us that how cunning a businessman should be. If he's sad from his business or his merchandise, then after he's not going to reveal himself to them. So see the condition is how great the role of the Anthony just Shakespeare wanted to make in this poem. He's showing the quality of a great businessman. If they are becoming sad due to any reason, that reason is not going to reveal to somebody. Even they both are friends. Okay, that statement also says that Celerino and Celerino, they both are not as much close as one more friend who I introduced him as on that day on last class. That is Bassanio. He is somewhere more closer to both of them. So that is why he's not going to reveal all his problems to both of them. Clear? So I hope this things is clear to everybody. This statement, this speech of Antonio. Now, okay, Celerino. Then what he's saying? Why then you are in love? Then he says that maybe you are in love, you are sad. If you're not sad due to your merchandise, so it must be that you are in love. He says, five, it's nonsense what you are saying. I'm not in love. Okay. Salarian, you're not in love neither. Then let us say you are sad. Then again he's added, then if you're not in love, you're not sad because of your business. So let me tell you what had happened. It must be happened that I'm going to say. Because you're not merry. What is merry? Merry. Merry means happiness. Happy or happiness. Okay, so because you're not happy, so that is why you are sad. Sometimes we say that if a person is always be sad, he's in habit of being a sadness. So what should be to done? That we should always feel happy, and activity. Our activity shows that we are happy. So his activity, Antonio's activity, is not look like that he's a cheerful person. So he's saying that because you're not happy, you're always sad, and it was as easy for you laugh and leave and say you are not, you're not merry because you're not sad. Now by two-headed genus, nature hath framed strange fellows in her time, some that will overmore peep through their eyes. Very good, that philosophical lines and words he is just going to give here. He says that, Antonio, I know that you are not happy, so that is why you're sad. Antonio, he's giving some philosophical thing in the present time that sometimes people also have. So he says that, I have seen two types of people. He's saying that I have seen two types of people. Okay, talking about two types of person. Okay, so first person is looking like frowning or sad. Another one is cheerful. Another one is cheerful or happy. So that is exactly going on in our world as well. So he says that, Antonio, I have seen two types of person. It means nature has framed two types of a person. God has framed two types of person. How? One person always having in this mood, in always in their sad mood, and the other types of person are the happy or cheerful types of person. He says, now by two-headed genus. See that one word is written here, genus. Okay, Janus. Okay, this man Janus is a god of doors. Okay, so you can see that the man Janus, who is a Roman god of doors, who has two faces. Okay, as I told that, suppose that this is Janus. So one face is of this side and one face is of this side, and one face shows frowning types of expression, and this face is smiling. So he's just giving the as we read Shakespeare, we found that he has given many mythological references to his writings in his works. So that is why we just use here God Genus, who has two types of faces in him. One face says of the people, means that face expression is what sometimes so like the puzzling and frowning expression, like sad expression, and then after another one is smiling and happy expression. So Antonio, that I have seen nature had made two types of people. Okay, that I explained here. Some that will ever into peep through eyes and laugh like parrot, like a bagpiper. Some like both. So some like parrot, means parrot and bagpiper, means their eyes, their face say that they're every time they just ready to laugh. Every time they smiles, and then after they just try to laugh. They just find amusement in all the things. Okay, they just find a happiness in all the things. They have a positive attitudes to everything for the life. So they are like parrot. They start laughing even after the condition that is very serious, like funeral. You know, funeral on anybody's death. So they started laughing there also. So like that, nature had one type of people. So without any reason, they just try to laugh in all condition. And other line 56, and other of such vinegar aspects, they will not show their teeth in way of smile, though Nestor sweet the jest be laughable. Very good again, mythological concept to find here. This line it says that. What about the other people? You know, Antonio, that the other people of such vinegar of aspect. Okay, when we see or when we talk the other types of people, we find that they always show sign of irrigation on their faces. Okay, so when we see them, we find a sign of irrigation. They become a short temple people by their face. Okay, they are as serious as if Nestor, you know, Nestor again a mythological reference. Who is Nestor? So he is an old wise Greek general. Okay, when we have the word Nestor, yes, you are. So there are two mythological references we find in this speech. One is Janus, and then after Nestor. Who is Nestor? So here is written, see that, an old and wise Greek general who fought in the Trojan War, and then after a joke that had to be extremely funny if Nestor loved. Okay, it was supposed that Nestor is a like that type of person who always shows his seriousness to others. Means he never loved. So here the reference and the comparison of Antonio is going to be made with the Nestor, that if any joke on which Nestor can laugh, or he could say that yes, it is the funniest word, he can laugh on that. But yet there are some people that the joke that was approved by Nestor for laughing, they could not laugh even on that joke. Okay, so he's somewhere giving a sarcastic comment to Antonio and saying that if Nestor also approve any joke that on that means he could laugh on that. But there are some people who always show the sign of irrigation, so the sign of short tempered by their face. They are not going to laugh even on that uh, joke. Clear? So till here, all things are clear to everybody. Raise your hand and then make me sure fast. Very philosophical line these are. Okay. Okay, okay. No problem. Now turn page. Now page number 24. Salarino, here comes Bassanio, your most notable kinsman. Kinsman is friend, okay? Graciano and Lorenzo, fare you well. We leave you now with better company. Then after we have the entry of three of his more friends, that is Bassanio, Graciano, and Lorenzo. They are also the friend of Antonio, but among them, Bassanio is the most closer friend of him. So they were told that Salarino says that I would have stayed till I had made you merry if worthiest friend had not prevented me. See that he's saying that means whatever things that we're going to have in this play in Merchant of Venice is really Shakespeare just wanted to tell that is the real life condition. Sometimes we also say if we have any urgent work, but we also say the same what Salarino is saying. See that saying, I would be stayed till I made you merry, Antonio. I want to stay here till that time, till a happiness, a smile come on your face. But what should I do? See, if your worthier friend had not prevented me, I would stay here. He's just saying about Bassanio that here now Bassanio came, your worthy friend, your close friend. So that is why he prevented me now to stay here with you. Otherwise, I could not go from here. I just made you laugh first, and then after I just maintain your mood in means gloomy to happiness. Then after I must leave you, but I have to anyhow go because of your valuable friend. What is the response of Antonio says? See, your worth is very dear. in my regard. I take it your own business calls on you, and you embrace the occasion to depart. Very frankly saying that. Uh, that also the real thing, many people like that is doing in the real world. Your work is very dear in my regard. No, don't say like that, Celerino. Don't say like that, that Basenio is only my friend and he is only a valuable friend of mine. But not only he, but you are also as worthy as Basenio for me. So don't say like that. I know you have your own business, your any important work calls you, you have any other important work. So that is why you you want to leave me this time, this present time. Okay, so don't say that you are not valuable. Okay, and you embrace the occasion to depart. So you are taking the advantage of coming, Basenio, on this time. Are you taking that advantage? That opportunity could not be missed by you. So that is why you have your own business, and you don't say that now Basini you come, so that is why I'm going to leave you. No, that is in present time. If you're going to leave me, it must be your any business, your any important work. Clear? Now enter Bassanio, Lorenzo, and Graciano. Salarino says, "Good morrow, my good lords." Bassanio, "Good signers both. We shall we love say and when." Okay, when we meet, we become happy. They just wish to each other. "You grow exceeding strange must it be." He's saying that Basenio says to them that you are fine, you both are fine rarely. We meet rarely because now you know that there's a proverb, Eid ka chand comes sometimes. Okay. So we rarely meet you both of you. Telling you, we will make our lasers to attain you. He says that okay, whenever I get my free time and leisure time, we will meet you. Lorenzo, my lord Bosenio, since you have found Antonio, the two will leave you, but at our dinner time, I pray you have in mind where we must meet. He told Lorenzo says, actually Lorenzo is somewhere closer to Basenio. Okay, so he said that my friend Basenio, since you both are very good friend, the two will live alone. Maybe there are something is to be discussed in between, but at dinner time I will wait you. So don't miss that time. But when you making sure that I will not fail you, means I will anyhow reach there at dinner time. Graciano, okay, Graciano says, "You look not well. Signor Antonio, you have too much respect upon the world. They lose it. That you buy it with much care. Believe me, you're not marvelous change." He's saying that you are not well. Now we find here Graciano the speech. He's also giving some more knowledge to Antonio and saying that you're not well, you're not looking well because you have too much respect upon the world. Means you are upset because of worldly pleasure. You are thinking too much of your world, the things that is worldly. So don't think at all. Due to that, they lost it. That you buy with it means the things that you're going to take by yourself. That things do not come to you. You are tensionized because of worldly pleasure, the things around you. So believe me, you are marvelously changed. He's saying that you should not think that about our worldly pleasures, about your merchandise again, the same, so that the things somewhere have a great change, a marvelous change in you. That is why you are looking like a gloomy person. You're not looking well. Antonio says, "I hold the world." Very great line by Antonio we will find here. "I told the world, but as a world." Graciano, a stage where every man must play a part, and mine a sad one. Very good line, philosophical line. We can see that he is giving the good response and saying, "I hold the world, but as the world." Okay, don't say like that. I'm taking too much tension about worldly pleasure. No, no, Graciano. I am taking the world as a world, as the world should be. The same I'm taking it. Okay, here the world is a stage. Okay, the world is a stage where all the men means every people, each people comes, play their role, and then after goes. It means dies. So what about my role? My role is My role is of a sad one. So I'm not going to take tension of my worldly pleasures, worldly affair. My role is a sad one. So that is why I am means playing my role. That is that I have to play in that types of people. So Graciano says what? He is very cunning. He's saying that let me play the fool. He's saying that okay, he means he's just getting his point of view very soon, and then after saying that okay, if you're playing a gloomy role, so let me take my fool. Okay, he just wanted to have a comic role. A comic role means he just wanted to love. He's a you can see that a pleasant personality he has in means according to Shakespeare here. He says that let me play the fool with more than laughter. Let old wrinkles come and let my liver reach rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. Why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like a grandeur cut in alabaster, sleep when he wakes, and creep into jaundice? By being peevish, I tell thee, watch Antonio, I love thee, and it is my love that speaks. There are a sort of men whose visage do cream and mental like a standing pole. Okay, good thing he's saying that. Let me play my role, which is a comic role, so that I want to be older. I want to become older. I want to play role so that I become older. In that comic role means I just want to die in with a laughing manner. Okay, I don't want to be sad like you. So let me play off my role to me. Again, then my heart cool with the mortifying groans. I don't want to be die. Why? Because means happily I want to die. I don't want to show my groans to others as you are doing somewhere. Because if somebody is seeing your face, he or she must think that this person is somewhere not happy. Okay, again he's saying that sit like a grandeur. Okay, no, this line is okay. Why should a man whose blood is warm within? Again, he's saying that I want to do like that. Happily, I want to die. I'm not getting one thing. If a man who is young, blood is warm within means a man who is young. Why a man whose blood is warm, whose blood is young, whose blood is warm, sit like he is grandshire cut in alabaster? Okay, you can see that he's saying that. Suppose it is a grave. Okay, so in grave they're talking about that. Tom cut. So it's talking about that if any grandchild means tombstone, grandchild means tombstone. Okay, so when we see this grandchild, you can see that it is still okay. It's still in all condition. There is no motion at all. So now Graciano is just going to compare Antonio with this uh, tomb stone, and he's saying that I do not know why he's simply sitting on a grave like this. There is no action at all. There is no activity at all. Okay, what is albastar? So you can see that is a white pure stone. So it is look like that. Clear. So why a person who is very young is sitting like means a person is young. There should be any activity in him. So sleep when he awakes and creep into the jaundice. Okay, sleep when he awakes. I do not understand that why a person who is young, his activity, well, they behave like that. If they are means they are alive, they wake, but still they are inactive in daytime. So that is why it looks that they are in sleep. Okay, it looks that they are in sleep. So I do not understand that why the people behaving like that. So into their sadness as into their activity. Due to that, they caught in the contact of the disease jaundice. Okay, they believe that see that jaundice is a disease turned to skin yellow. In what Elizabethan thought that jaundice was caused by jealousy and bad temper. A person who continuously have a bad temper, short temper, just got into the contact of jaundice. Okay, so that is why he's saying that I don't understand why a man who is very young behaving like a tombstone, and then after when he wakes it looks that he's sleeping in his while his present time daytime, and then after he's saying that I do not understand that why a man, so that is why they themselves want to come in the contact of disease jaundice. Clear? Okay, again it says by being peevish, jaundice means as they're very sad, so that is why by being peevish I tell you the both Antonia, I'm so sorry, but I have to tell, I love thee. And it is not my love that is weak, that is my love. So that is why I'm saying you the reality of the life. And what is that? That there are a sort of men whose visage means face. Okay, visage is what? The face. So whose visage do cream and mental like a standing pool. So very good line again. He's talking to. See that saying that standing pool, standing. Okay, suppose this is a pool. Okay, and there is water in that pool. So you sometimes find out due to means there is a collection of water in between that. So due to dirt and dust. No, so there is a collection of water that always stay. It is still for some time because there is a gatherance of many things, many participants. Okay, so due to that gathering, they are just standing till time. Clear? So again, is saying that that is my love. So that is why I'm saying you, I love you. So I'm saying you that there are people, they look like creamy, means their face is fair. By their face, they're looking good like you as you are. Means he just referring to Antonio to that. So you're looking good by your face. But what about their mind? Their mind is at least still like a standing pool that never does any activity. So I do not understand why a person who's very young is doing these types of activity and just come in contact of disease. He is always shows his activity like a tombstone. Then after his mind, their face is very good, look like fairy face, but their mind always come in contact of his standing pond. Clear? So till here things are clear to everybody. Raise your hand and make me so fast. Okay. Okay. All right. Very good. Two more lines here in the same speech. And a willful stillness certain with purpose or with proposed to be dressed in that opinion. Again, he's saying, okay, due to their facial expression, willful. Okay, he's talking about willful. They just want to have in that condition particularly. Okay, every time they just want to have willful. They just wanted to do the same to show that they are very serious, to show that they are very intelligent people. Still entertain. Okay, they show that my this expression says them that I am a very intelligent people. Okay, intelligent person. With the purpose to be dressed in an opinion. Their purpose means they intentionally wanted to make their face like that. So their purpose to show what type of opinion? Of wisdom, of gravity, and profound conceit. So they just wanted to show their wisdom by just making a facial expression to others, and they wanted to make a gravity on their face and a profound conceit, very seriousness they show on their behavior, on their attitude, so that other people found that this person is very intelligent, very serious. And who should say? They found that I am Sir Oracle. You know Sir Oracle. Again, a mythological concept is given by Shakespeare. I raised it. Shakespeare. So, Sir Oracle is what? See, the reference is given in your book. Uh, okay, so it's supposed that Sir Oracle suspended to find that he is very brave and genius people by showing this activity. So that is why here they have a reference to Sir Oracle, who is a genius person but a serious man. And they thought that when I means open, when I open my lips, let not dog barks. Means when I open my lips, when I want to say something, others should be stop. They should not have to say anything. They have to only listen to me. My Antonio, I do of these as therefore only as reputed voice for saying nothing when I am very sure. If they should speak, would almost damn whose ears within hearing them would call their brother fool. They call their brother fool. The person who is behaving like that, who is thinking that when I speak, neither should be spoken anything. They should be only listeners. So people have a attitude towards that type of people that there is a brother fool. There are fool types of person who think like that. That if they will speak, we will simply listen them. Okay, I tell thee more of another time. But a fish not with his melancholy bait for the school guardian means a worthless fish. This opinion come, good Lorenzo, fare you well a while. I will end my expedition after dinner. Again, he's saying that they think that they are very intelligent, but actually they are fool. People think that they are fool because now here again he's giving one comparison. You know, there is a suppose there is a stick, and for this there is a tool like sharp. Okay, there's a tool like sharp tool. With the help of this tool, people caught fish from the pond and all. So when this fish now he's somewhere a valuable fish when it is in water. So when she found that there are something for means something food. So due to this food, she just come into the contact of it, and now it come up. When it come up, it becomes worthless. Okay, when it come up, it becomes worthless. So now again he's giving one comparison. So they thought like that types of people I am. So they are foolish. They are thinking like that. They are not thinking that they are means doing the same. But as people thought that they are feeling like that. So I hope that till here things are clear to you. Just raise. There are 2 minutes I will give you for asking you doubt because now time is up. All things are clear to everybody. Okay, I will take 1 or 2 students only. Aradhya Pathak, 9C.
Ma'am, everything is clear.
Clear. Okay, okay, thank you. So I hope that there is no doubt and very less hands are raised. Okay, what the thing has please read it once. Okay, and if you have any doubt, we can have a doubt class, and then after we can ask all your doubts in the next class. So thank you, students. Enjoy the play.